Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I have set up a construction train, and we're calling this train station construction. And as you can see, this is a FARL engine, and then I've loaded it up with signals, lights, power poles, train engine or track. And basically everything that we need to run rail and set up a mining outpost. It is filling a little bit slowly. Part of the reason for that is that we are running really low on copper. And of course gears are a constant source of disappointment. Never seem to have enough gears. I need to figure out a way to get more iron up there. And maybe the best thing I could do is just put some red belts in here to begin with. That wouldn't hurt. Let's try that and see if that helps at all. You know, the other part of the problem is just that we just don't have a whole lot of iron coming in. But maybe that will help move things along. But anyway, the reason we're short on iron and copper is because our outposts are being depleted. This copper outpost has only one miner still working, so it's essentially dead. In fact, we may go tear it up shortly. For iron outposts, this one is doing okay, but no trains are coming here. Iron ore load 1. Okay, so let's take a look at our trains, because I thought I had... We're going to 2, we're going to 3, smelting. Okay. So I guess one thing we could do is put out a train that's going to go to iron ore load 1. I don't know how I overlooked that. I need a couple more cars. Let me get some iron plate, which we don't have much of. Alright, and grab some fuel out of here. There we go. Alright, so you go to iron ore load 1 until full, and then come to iron ore unload until empty. Okay, so that ought to result in an immediate improvement. Let's see. Iron ore load 2. Still doing okay. A lot of mined out drills, but pulling in a decent quantity of ore. And this has one train. And then there's the big one, which is starting to mine out around the edges, as you can see. And this one has 2 trains. Okay, now on copper, we've got this one here, but look what this one is drying up really fast. And then the other one I already showed you. So we need more copper, first of all, and that's what I'm going to do today. And what I'd like to do is I'm going to extend the rail downwards so I can get in range of these two. And in fact, I'm going to travel even further past here to see if there's some even bigger ones, because you know, the farther we get away from our base, the bigger and richer these patches ought to become. So I want to start traveling farther so I can get the really big ones. But I'm thinking that this one's 17 million and it's fairly small, so those patches are going to be rich. This one's 15 million. If we can get down here, we can easily access those too. We also need to set up uranium mining, and maybe I can hit this patch over here since that's close to another outpost, because we're all out of uranium. Where's my uranium area? Yeah, we're all out of uranium. I took out the control for the Covarex enrichment because actually I don't want this to stop. But we are past the 13-to-1 ratio. So we definitely need to get more uranium in here. Otherwise, we're going to run out of the uranium 238, even though we have an abundance of the 235. So we need to bring in more uranium ore. But first things first, let's start with copper. I'm going to use FARL again because I think I figured out why it wasn't working properly before. And hopefully I can get that fixed now. So I'm going to tell it to go towards oil load 3. And then I'll stop it before it gets that far. Let me make a couple stops before we take off. The other thing I'm going to do is, let's see, oil load 3. What was I going to say? Oh, I remember. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a train stop to the end of the train line, and I'll just call it end of line. So that way when we want to go lay more track, we have a station that we can just go to that's out at the end without having to pretend that we're going to some other station first. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, our outposts are seriously mined out. Alright, so let's switch over to manual. And I'm going to come down here. I thought that I had blueprints loaded. I might have to load those again because I didn't save the settings. So here's what I figured out. The instructions for FARL say that you need to put, well, first of all, it needs to go north-south. And it says to put a chain signal on one side. Well, what I didn't understand is that chain signal indicates which track your FARL engine is running on when it's laying track, and that's how it knows what side to put the rest of it on. And that's where I was a little confused. All right, so if we make a new blueprint with that, and we go in here, then I should be able to say read. Okay, and it read that print, and then the diagonal print is similar to that one. We'll say read. Okay, so it's read those. And I should be able to save. Okay, and then I think we should be all set. So let's clear that real quick. And now if I click go, we should be in business. So let's try it. And I'm just going to run due south for a while. Okay, so start. Yeah. And and now it's working. And where I had the chain signal before, it's actually putting regular signals, which is what we want it to do. And it picks up all the stone and rocks in our path. It's beautiful. I mean, when this is working right, it's really great. And like I said, I'm just gonna run south here for a while until we encounter a biter base. Help, help, help. Whoops. All right, let's go to our last autosave. All right, I don't know if this is before or after the blueprint. It's after. Okay, so we're not going to go that far this time. Lesson learned. Anyway, I'm just happy it works now the way it's supposed to. We do need to take those biter nests out. All right, so I'm just going to come down to here, let's say, perhaps a bit farther. Yeah, and we'll stop there. Where's that nest? I think we ought to take this nest out. So let's run some power. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. Take that. Okay. So let's take a look at this copper patch here. This looks good. How big was this one? 17 million. All right, and these others will, I think we'll eventually discover how big they are, but this will be a good one to start with. And I want to make this as easy as possible. So I'm thinking maybe we can just, no, this is not ideal. All right, I'm gonna set up from scratch. All right, so first let's put a U-turn at the end here. I'll just come out until that power pole just connects. Okay. And then I'm going to put that station down here, like I mentioned, and we'll just call that end of line. So if we need to go to the end of the line, we know where to go. All right. Whoops. So let's find our exit. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, we'll exit right there. I'm going to take it. Get rid of this extra stuff that we're putting down. I think these are the ones from my blueprint. I don't think I need that signal. Yeah, we'll just put that one there for symmetry. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do it freehand from here. Actually, let's plan the entrance as well. So there's the entrance, and do I want to put it above or below? I think above would be fine. Okay. And we don't need that. We don't need that. I do need some more track, so we'll get that out of the train. And we'll take out these extra signals. Why didn't this connect? Oh, it's because that was in the way. Alright, so this is coming back this way. We're going this way. So we need a regular signal here, but I feel like that should be a chain signal instead. And I think that should be a chain signal also. And the rest of this looks fine. Okay. Let me grab some more track. Alright, and then we'll just do it freehand from here. I could orient the station vertically. Yeah. No, because I want to have some length so that we can get the train off of the main line. Okay. All right, now if I put an engine right there and a stop, I think we can move it back a bit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so right there looks good. All right, so we'll call this copper ore load. Copper ore load 3. Whoops. There we go. And we'll put a couple signals here to break this up into blocks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we'll put one like right there. And then I'll put another one right past the exit. Okay. So let's send this train over to that stop. All right. Now the loading, I should already have blueprinted. Yep. Here is a loading station. Yes. Could I be so lucky to actually have this line up this time? I think I can. Yeah, looks like it lines up this time. Okay. I do want the belts facing the other way, but that's fine, we can fix that. Alright, we got some chests in there. What else do I need? Oh, I need a combinator. Okay. Let's get this out of the loading area, because we don't want it to actually load. All right. So I can put the rest of the chest back in there. Now I need the mining drills. We'll grab our blueprint book again, where I've got some mining drill setups. Yep, there we go. Let's see which way that belt goes. That is the correct direction. And we'll just start throwing these down. And I'm going to make these lines a little bit bigger than we have in the past, so that we can get some fully saturated belts. I'll just try to line up the power poles the best I can. But at this point, I would rather set it up so that I'd rather have some miners that are blocked, because eventually they're going to mine out anyway. And if I have some that are, I'm running low on drills. If I have some that are blocked, then that's okay, because then as others start to mine out, the blocked ones will pick up the slack, basically. Okay. So I'll just set up with 4 belts, and then I'll probably come in and replace it with blue belt. I'll just go ahead and ghost all of this out. Yeah, we'll just bring it up to the same level as that other side. Okay. So that'll give me 4 lines. I do have some more red belt in here. Okay. And now we need to set up defenses. So I'll just put a couple turrets on each side here. Okay, and hopefully that'll be sufficient deterrent. Now down here, I'm going to tear this up. I really only need 2 belts per side in this case. And actually none of this. Alright, let's just clean all that up. Okay. Actually, these should be getting balanced. There we go. Okay, so one more belt. Right. Let's go get some more mining drills. We'll come back and finish that off. And I need the materials for another train. So I'll ask for a stack of iron plates And I've got enough steel already. Yep, that should be enough. And we got a big traffic jam. Alright. You go back to your base. I'm gonna have to do something to fix that. Well, getting rid of that outpost will be the best thing I can do. I made it too close to the main line. I really need to bring the outpost farther away from the main line so trains can get off of the main line when they go in to load and unload. Okay. Yeah, and I set these to empty out the stone and wood that we pick up from using FARL. Yeah, actually we can put some of that back in there. What I really want are the mining drills. And I should put some roboports there, and I should put a supply train as well. Alright, here comes some iron plate. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I already have a train. Let's grab some fuel. Alright, and you're going to go to copper ore load 3. And then you're going to go to copper ore unload until you're empty. Get to it. Okay, how are we doing on mining drills? Still don't have too many. So maybe I'll just have to craft a bunch by hand. Alright, I need a bunch of iron plate. And I need green circuits. Wow, those take a lot of gears. So I really need a lot of iron plate. All right, let's go. I think we're missing lights down there too. The other thing I'd like to do is add a roboport to this and put in some construction bots. So that when I get to where I'm going, I can start the construction of the outpost with the FARL train. Alright, I'm just going to remove this station from the supply train. Since that's kind of blocking things. need to move all those miners to get the rest of that patch done. The sooner that one's gone, the better. Okay, now I wonder if our train... Yeah, nice. Looks like our train already came and went. Is that all the miners I was able to make? That's not very impressive, is it? Alright, let's get the few that we have in there. Let's grab the lights. Okay, that should be enough to finish it off. Alright, now let's look at how many are not mining because they're blocked. Actually, we got quite a few working here. That's not too bad. Again, I don't mind having a few of them blocked. That way we won't have to come here and make adjustments so often. Alright, let's get this train out of the way. End of line. Yeah, go there until I send for you. We're missing 4 of them. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get rid of those, so I don't have to listen to that maddening beeping the whole time. Alright, the other thing I was thinking of doing was setting up an alert that would tell me when I need to come and make adjustments here. So I'm going to see what options we have available for that. Alright, so let's show alert. I don't want to hear it. Read resources for this drill or for the entire patch. Let's read for this drill. So when this drill is mined out, I want it to let me know so I can come and move stuff around. This one's got 7.3. Alright, let's do a different one. 22, 29. Yeah, let's do this one that's got 22K. Where's the speaker? Here we go. Alright, read sources. So that's got 22K. So when copper is equal to 0, alright, yeah, let's do that buzzer one. That one's not terribly annoying. And we'll say copper 3. Okay. So when this mine's out, I'm going to get an alert so that I know that I need to come and add more drills or move drills around or do something of that nature. All right, and then here I need to change that to copper -1. Okay, and these, yeah, these are a mess now because I didn't set that before. But they'll eventually balance themselves out. Okay, so we got a new copper outpost. That should help things out quite a bit. And in the next episode, we'll move on to some other stuff. Oh, before I go. Ah, crud. Should have brought a radar with me. Alright, yeah, we need to get a radar down here. I need to come down with more mining drills anyway, so we'll do that. I'll do that offline, so it'll be ready the next time we see each other. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.